Oh, we got three people in there. Somebody want to say something? Talk to me. Just wanted to get on and talk. Wasn't nobody home. Hey, Capper, how's it going? Hunt Your Way, watching Gold Rush. I used to watch that. I don't watch much TV anymore. So what you up to tonight, Capper? I'm just trying to get used to these live streams. Yeah, everything's doing good. My work is winding down for the season, so I got the next 3 months to hibernate. Hunt Your Way, my hunting season is not going too well this year. Did manage to get a small doe. That video will be out next Thursday. I see all these deer on trail cam, but then when I go to the property, I don't see anything. I do lawn and landscaping. I've been doing it for about 28 years. Hi, Joy. How's it going? Oh, you do lawn and landscaping also? That's cool. How long have you been doing it? I'm hoping to, Capper. The month of December is pretty busy with the holidays, and the kids have concerts at school and at church. But I do plan on going bow hunting 2 more days in about 2 weeks, and then that's probably going to be it for me for the year. Washington County News Station. Hello, how are you? Yeah, Hunt Your Way. I've owned my own business for 28 years now. 27 years. I'm sorry, 27 years. I started in Maryland and ended up selling it. Then I moved here to Missouri and started all over again. Oh, that's cool. Washington County, I am doing great. Thanks for asking. I was home alone tonight. The wife and kids are at a basketball game at school, so I figured I'd get on here and chat with you all. GK K-Lips, that's no problem. I like watching the smaller channels and supporting them and helping them grow. And GK, if you want to see more land management, you can check out Capper Outdoors if you're not already subscribed to him. He does a lot of deer management stuff with his land. Yeah, I went and Hunt Your Way. I went hunting 7 days straight and only had the shot at the one deer, and that was it. I saw a couple running through some brush, but I never had a shot at them. Thank you, Capper. I appreciate that. Yeah, GK. It is still a good time. I just love getting out there and just watching nature. Getting the deer is secondary. I get some really good naps out there in the woods. I fell asleep a few times while I was hunting over the years, and I wake up and there'd be deer right there in front of me. I guess my snoring must have called them in. Yeah, I'm hoping to start my grandson off hunting next year. Hunt your way, yeah. Yes, it is, Capper. Yes, it is. Yeah, tomorrow my wife, my 15-year-old daughter, and my grandson are all running in a 5K, so I'll be there supporting them. One cast, one fish. Hello, how are you? Chasing guns outdoors. What you up, man? What's up? No, I don't do any trapping. Never have. But I've been watching these trappers on YouTube, and I don't know. I wouldn't mind giving it a try, but I would need somebody to show me the ropes. Got plenty of raccoons on my property. I sure could use a nice set of raccoon slippers. One cast, one fish. You still in archery season? Chasing guns. That sounds nice and relaxing. GK, I used to fish years ago. I'm not really a big fisherman. The property we bought does have a pond on it, so I've been giving it a little go here lately. But it seems like the only thing in that pond is little tiny bluegill about 3 inches long and hundreds of them. You can see them in the water. I mean, the pond is like full of them. Hunt your way. I sure will. I hope you go into a little detail when you're trapping. I wouldn't mind learning. Uh, as far as my bow, I got the PSC Nova. It's an older bow. I got it at a pretty good price about 8 years ago, and I still use it. No complaints. But I've never gotten a deer with a bow yet. So, and I've only ever let my arrow fly twice. As far as gun hunting, I use a muzzleloader. I use a CVA Acura V2. Hey, Gerald, how are you? Joy says she's going to have herself some Chihuahua slippers. At Hunt Your Way, you seen my trail cam videos. You know I got a lot of raccoon around there. GK, I am in Missouri. Yeah, one cast. I love my CVA Acura. That thing is a tack driver, that's for sure. Gerald, did you decide whether you're going to do the live at the auction or not? LNS Outdoors. Hello, how are you? Welcome. Outdoors with Samuel, welcome. How are you tonight? If any of you channels have not heard of these other channels, go check them out. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Like I was telling everybody, I'm home alone tonight. All the wife and kids are gone to a school basketball game, and I like my alone time. Yeah, we're supposed to get some rain here tomorrow too, Gerald. But I'm hoping it's over with by the time the wife and the kids do their 5K. Good night, Joy. Yep, I hear you. One cast, one fish. Oh, I did have something exciting happen to me the last day. My wife and I were on the property for our anniversary. She talked me into going hunting that morning. So I went up to the blind. She didn't want to go, and she was just going to do some sewing. And it was like 6 degrees and snowing. And I went up there and got in the blind, turned the heater on. It stayed pretty warm. But while I was there, I had a bald eagle landing into the food plot, and that was pretty cool. Hunt your way. We had early snow here also. We had we only had 3 inches, and it was gone the next day, but we still got some. I hear you, Gerald. I'm not a big fan of the snow anymore. I used to be when I was younger. I'm still at a point where I would rather be cold than hot, but there's a point when too cold is too cold now. But as long as the wind's not blowing, it's not too bad. I can put up with it. LNS Outdoors, one of the reasons we looked for property where we did was 3 years ago, 15, 16, 15 years ago, 15 years ago, 3 years ago when my wife and I got married, we spent our honeymoon camping in southwest Missouri. And every day we saw a bald eagle. And that was one of the reasons we went southwest looking when we looked for property. Hunt your way. No, I do not. I try to, I don't do much in the winter except for hibernate. When I was in Maryland, I hunted pretty much every day because I wasn't working. But since I've been in Missouri, got married to my wife. She had 2 kids. I had 3 kids. Plus, we're raising my grandson. So now my winters are pretty much spent at home, getting the kids back and forth to school and after school activities. You home alone too, Gerald? Chasing guns. Is that a video you've already got up or is it in the works? You like being home alone, Gerald? Because I like it. I wouldn't want it every day, but once in a while it's pretty nice. It's quiet. Yeah, it gets quiet here too. All right, one cast, one fish. You have a good night and good luck tomorrow. Make sure you get us plenty of footage. Hey, Gerald, I've actually been to the town where Andy Griffith was born, where the show was based off of. I've been there. I was there a couple times. I actually stayed at a hotel or motel, whatever you want to call it, that actually had an Aunt B suite, but they didn't rent it out to anybody. It was just all fixed up like her bedroom on the show. Hunt your way. I just like it on the grill with McCormick steak seasoning. That's what I use. The McCormick, the Montreal steak seasoning. And that's the way I like it. I'll either do that or I'll put a little flour on it with salt and pepper and the Montreal steak seasoning, and I'll cook it in a skillet with butter. Chasing Guns, you'll have to recook that and make a video. You can't tell us it was good and then not give us a recipe or video for it. Yeah, yeah, it does, Gerald. Yeah, so does bacon. Bacon makes everything good too. Oh yeah, but yeah, that's good too. Hunt your way. Yeah, I've actually, like I said, I moved here to Missouri about 4 years ago, and I haven't hunted in those 4 years until this year. Just couldn't find anywhere around here to go. Chasing guns? No, I haven't, and I hope I never do. I know we got a mess of armadillos though. There's holes everywhere on the side of those hills. That's funny, Gerald. So, so what was you making a cooking video of? Chasing guns? Yeah, that's a shame. I, you hear about how the hogs do so much damage to people's lands. Yeah, here in Missouri, they don't even want you shooting the wild hogs if you see any. They want you to let them come in and trap them and get rid of them. Heaven's Gates Cherry Farm. Hello, how are you? All right, hunt your way. You have a good night. Smoked ham, ham and rice, and biscuits and potato salad. Ooh, that sounds good, Gerald. That's good, Heaven's Gate. Hey, Heaven's Gate, what's your name? Hey, Larry, nice to meet you. My name is Joey. Hey, Jackie. I always thought your name was Gerald. I've seen some other people calling you Gerald, so I just thought it was Gerald. My Slice of Heaven Kitchen. Huh. So I'm guessing. So Jackie, your last name is Gerald then? So Jackie, anything at that auction tomorrow you're thinking about purchasing? That must be Chris. You're supposed to be watching a basketball game, Chris. Oh, hey Gerald, I actually did Google and YouTube that rock picker. That's not exactly what I was looking for to get rid of those rocks. It looks like that rock picker. You actually just you drive it up to one big rock, put the teeth or kicker down, whatever you want to call it, and it kicks it up into a bucket. I was actually looking for something that I could just ride through the dirt and it would pick out all the rocks for me. I guess with all those rocks on their property, though, I could probably start a pet rock farm. DLH, I don't think I've ever seen his videos. Heaven's Gate, Larry, if he buys you one, then he's got to buy me one. From Zero to Homestead, hello. How are you this evening? But I did, after talking to you, was it this morning about that rock picker? I actually started thinking, I don't know why I didn't think of it earlier, but rock hound would probably work. Wow, Gerald is so generous. He gonna buy us all one. You hear that, Gerald? Did you just hit that lottery? I am doing good, Zero to Homestead. I'm doing good. Like I was telling these guys, my wife and kids are at the school tonight for a basketball game, so I was home alone. Is his channel just DLH or just type me the channel name and I'll find it. I'll find it later. Okay, I'll be here. Now, if y'all notice, my wife changed her name to My Slice of Heaven Kitchen because she's been trying to take over my show, and now she thinks she's going to take over the cooking part of my show. Danny, hello. Well, that's okay, Danny. You didn't want to take a look at me anyway. I'm glad you're here. I hope you're doing good. DLH Farms. I'll look that up later, Gerald. I'm guessing everyone in here knows everybody else, right? If not, go check out each other's channels. But I think we all seem to run in the same circles. Get any work done in your greenhouse today, Danny? That's a good thing, Gerald. They're a motley crew. Uh, the Growing Grass Greenhouse Garden and Hobby Farms, Gerald, he's making a greenhouse right now, redoing it, and it's looking really nice. And he does aquaponics. I think that's what it's called. Is that right, Danny? From Zero to Homestead. Yes, he does, and you got to love that accent also. Yeah, I will definitely go check that out, Gerald. Well, I got three of them. They go to the property with me every time I go. Life is good regardless. Hello. How are you doing tonight? Yeah. Whoa, whoa, wait, Gerald. I thought you was buying us all a tractor and a rock picker. So I've actually been toying with the idea, Gerald, of putting a trail cam, just pointing it at the ground, because I'm pretty sure these rocks are multiplying. I figure I'll catch it on camera, because every time I go there, I see new rocks. No, Gerald, that's not true. You're a couple steps above me. Remember, I'm a lawn and landscape guy. Farmer would be above that. Heaven's Gate Cherry Farm. Tell us a few of the projects you got going on around your property. So why would they need water wells for the irrigation systems? Yeah, I never did a irrigation system. I actually took a few classes on it, bid a couple jobs, and the area I was in Maryland, I was pretty lucky to have a company that would teach you, and then they would come out on your job and kind of mentor you for the first few jobs you got and make sure you're doing it right and keep teaching you as you was actually doing the job. And they did all this for free. I actually did. I did took the irrigation classes through them. Uh, did a couple pond classes through them. The pond classes, well, the pond classes, they would have a job, and then they would get a bunch of people come out, and we would do the actual work. They just told us what to do. And what it was, Gerald, is they were a supply house. So they're figuring they teach you how to do this stuff, and you'll buy all your supply from them. I even took a few landscape lighting classes from them. Chasing guns, we are going to build a home on the property, but it will be about 5 years from now before we start building. So between now and then, we will just be enjoying it for camping, hunting, hiking, stuff like that. We also will be doing some work to it and getting prepared for when we start the house. You going to dig it yourself, Gerald? How big you going to make it? The ponds we used to do in landscaping were just small ponds. They were maybe 10 foot by 10 foot, and they required a liner. Yeah, wells are not cheap anymore. And in Maryland, when I bought my house in Maryland 22 years ago, the well had quit producing, so we had to dig another well. 22 years ago was $3,000 to dig that well, and I think we were 180 feet deep. Uh, we had a problem with the well, and they came back. This was like 6 or 7 years ago. That same well, 15 years later, they said would be almost 12, $13,000. But luckily, we didn't need a new well. It was just something was clogged up in the foot pump. I actually watched the video of a guy that did his by hand. That looked like a lot of work. Oh, okay. Hey, Jerry, how's it going? As far as that pond goes, Gerald, I'm sure you know bigger is better, right? You can fill it up full of fish, and in your retirement years, you can enjoy some relaxing out there by the pond fishing. I hear that, Gerald. I saw a video, Gerald, where this old timer was still farming, and they put some kind of lift on his tractor so he could get up to the seat because he couldn't get up the steps anymore. So somebody came out and custom built him a lift, and he would stand on it, and it would work like a elevator, and it would take him up to the seat, and he could just walk right out into the cab. So what are you up to tonight, Jerry? Yeah, some of the you was showing us some tractors the other day, Gerald. Some of those tractors are way up there. They're way up in the air. Oh, I hope it's not that long, Gerald. Oh yeah, I'm sure they are. Well, just think, Gerald, if you get everything to that point before you go in a nursing home, your kids are going to enjoy it. That is interesting, Jerry. Oh, welders make pretty good money, Gerald. Yep, I hear that, Gerald. I hear that. I got one son he just finished HVAC school, so he's in HVAC now. He's been doing that now since May, I believe. So 6 months, and he's still enjoying it. He's renting a house right now. He actually just moved last weekend. He's in the same town we're in. Then I have another son that's going to school for mechanical engineering. And then we have three kids that are still in school. Yeah, yeah, but then we're planning on moving away from them in about 12 years. Any work tonight, Jerry? Hey, Gerald, I can send you a couple more if you'd like. Jerry, I seen one of your videos the other day. You was wearing a coat. It don't get cold down there, does it? My son actually went to tech school for carpentry, Gerald, and did it for 3 years. And then he decided that's not what he wanted to do, which I'm glad. Hey, Chasing Gun Outdoors, when I decided to marry my wife, she made me move away from my family. She didn't make me, I'm teasing. But all my family's still in Maryland except for the kids that are here and my grandson. Hey Scott, how are you tonight? I think we got up to 52 here today. It's supposed to be 61 tomorrow, but rain in the mornings. Are you asking me, Gerald, or somebody else? No, I've never done any farming. Very interesting, though. I like watching those tractors and implements at work. Like the tedder that you was using that one day. I had seen those in fields before, but I never knew what they did. I just thought it was some kind of rake. Hey Scott, what part of Maryland? Oh, where in Maryland? Um, I grew up in Anne Arundel County. It's about 15, where I grew up is about 15 minutes between Baltimore. It's 15 minutes to Baltimore, 15 minutes to Annapolis. Not really. Yeah, I don't miss it too much. I mean, I miss my family, but I don't. Yeah, down in Maryland, I had aunts, uncles, cousins, sisters, dozens and dozens of them. I mean, we saw each other every day, but since I moved here, now we don't see each other anymore. My wife and kids are at the school at a basketball game, so it's peace and quiet in here. Thank you, Chasing Guns. Thank you very much. You have a good night. See you later, Jerry. Oh yeah, it's already at a pretty much at a complete stop, Scott. I had two leaf cleanups that I did. One yesterday, one today, and that's the only reason I did them now is because we had an early snow and I didn't get to them at the beginning of the month. What do I do in the winter? I hibernate. Not really. It's good at first, but the end of next month, beginning of January, I'll be wishing I was working. No, sure isn't, Scott. So I got to watch my pennies. You make any good money at that, Gerald? Scott, when I was in Maryland, I actually at one point had 7 employees, and but when I came here, I made up my mind. Mainly just want to stay with grass cutting and not do hardly any landscaping at all. Getting older, and it's just me, so just trying to do the grass cutting side of things now. I mean, I'll trim bushes, put down mulch, stuff like that, but that's about it now. And that would be great, Gerald. Where do you find stuff to actually sell on eBay and Amazon? I hear you. Yeah, I actually thought about that before, Gerald, and just don't think I can find anything cheap enough to where I could make any money on it. Yeah, last year they had those trail cams at Walmart on sale for $17, and I told my wife I was going to go down there and buy every one they had and sell them on eBay. But when I went down there, it was all sold out. Yeah, you had to make me a video, Jill, to show me how to do this. I actually had an idea of buying broken down landscape trailers and fixing them up because landscape trailers go for pretty good money around here and in Maryland. But in the wintertime, I really don't want to work outside all day in the cold, and I don't have a big enough shop to put one in to work on it. Now, don't wait for winter to be over to post that video. I need to make me some money in the winter. Oh wow! Like like what kind of stuff, Gerald? I mean, do you mainly stick with like electronics or clothes or shoes or what? Scott, if I sold anything around the house that we don't use, my wife would smack me. She keeps everything. Gerald, if you go in my About Me, uh, I believe my email address is in there. Oh, she will know. I think she has a mental list in her head of everything in this house. What's funny, Scott, is she'll notice anything. If you move something in this house, she'll notice it, right? But now, let's say if I was to go outside and clean the yard or cut the grass or trim the bushes or maybe do some dishes, she don't never notice that. John Ames, hello. How are you tonight? I'm doing good, John. I'm doing good. I was home alone tonight, so I figured I'd get on here and chat with some people. Scott, I do 80 yards every 2 weeks. So I do 40 1 week, 40 the next. Some of those are weekly though. So some of them are every week. And that's about right where I want to be because that's about all I can handle in a week by myself. When I was in Maryland, and like I said, I used to have 7 employees, we actually did 150 yards a week. Plus, we did other things like retaining walls and stuff like that. You know, and it's funny, Scott. Been doing it for 27 years, and not so much lately. But I used to get told all the time, "Why don't I go get a real job? Why don't I go get a real job?" Cutting grass is a real job, and the people telling me this, they don't realize back in Maryland, the average yard was I would get like $40 per cut. You do if you only did 3 yards a day, that's $120 a day. You do 6 yards in a day, it's 240. When I was younger, I could do 13 yards in one day, but I'm getting older now, so I could probably only do like seven now. Seven, eight would probably be my max. Actually, I take that back. There was a couple times this year I did 10 by myself. All depends on how big they are. Did you find it, Gerald? Scott, I'm 53. I look good, don't I? RG Homestead, hello. How are you tonight? Whitetail Woody, hello. How are you? Elveron de la Cuevo, hello. How are you this evening? Yeah. Scott, this beard actually makes me look older. I believe I started growing a beard 2 years ago. Um, I used to just sport a happy mutton, if you know what that is. Oh, congratulations, Whitetail Woody. Congratulations. Did you make a video of that? Yeah, John, that's the only bad thing about this type of business. I don't get no paid vacations, and I have to take my vacations in the winter. Yeah, yeah, we're connected on Instagram, Gerald, and I also have a Facebook page, My Slice of Heaven Outdoors. Did you at least take some pictures of it, Woody? All right, Gerald, I'll do that. It probably will not be tonight, though. I'll probably do it sometime tomorrow evening. Yes, it can be, John. Yeah, it can be. Oh, okay. So wait till what do you do your all your own mounting? Cool. Yeah, we forgot who it was on here earlier. We was talking about asking if I did any trapping. I've never done any trapping, but I'd like to. I'd like to learn how to tan my own hides too. Well, yeah, that's a good name there, Whitetail Woody. Did you do any videos of that when you was mounting that 4 point? Are they up on your channel yet? All right, Jackie. You have a good night. Take it easy. Get plenty of rest. That's cool, Woody. When will they be up? Easy tips and tricks. How's it going? Easy tips and tricks. Your name is Ken, right? I think that's what it was. I don't remember. Yeah, it was actually pretty warm here today. It was low 50s. That's warm compared to what it was. I haven't been able to hunt lately, whitetail woody. Got back on the 20th of November, and we just got too much stuff going on here at home. The kids have a bunch of after school activities and such, so I need to be here for that. So I won't get out. It'll be about 2 more weeks before I get out, and I'll get 2 more days of bow hunting in, and then that's going to be the end of my season. I won't be able to get out anymore. Yes, I do, Scott. Yes, I do. I think I have 2 more jobs I need to do. I just need to talk to the people and find out when they want me there. I thought that's what it was. I wasn't sure. So your name is Ken. Wait till Woody. No, we're not allowed to use bait in Missouri. We can put it out. We just can't hunt over it. Yeah, yeah. Uh, Actually, I'm in one of the few counties in Missouri where we can still put out bait and minerals. A lot of the counties here cannot do that. Yes, we are allowed food plots. Yeah, this the live streams are a lot different than the videos. That's for sure. Yeah, we plan on having our house built. We plan on starting it in about 5 years, Scott, and we'll retire there in about 12 years. Ken, I just hunt. I have never did any trapping, but I would like to learn. But I would need somebody to show me how to do it. Watching these videos, I just don't feel confident enough to do it just by watching the videos. Yeah, but Scott, we'll have a lot of projects going on the property over the years, so I'll be sure to video all of it. My main thing, what I plan on doing, is I have a couple projects that'll be needing done next year, and what I plan on doing, because I don't know a whole lot about this kind of stuff, is posting videos and asking people on YouTube for input on what they would do. Not now, I might not necessarily go with what they say, but it gives me more options on what I can do. Whitetail woody, probably the same as everywhere else. You want to get between the bedding and the food. So the transition areas or hunt over the food plots. All right, Gerald. I actually dropped my phone under the couch, so I can't really look at it right now to see if I got the email. So how do you hunt the post rut, whitetail Woody? Ken, when we said we're putting out bait, we actually meant just pouring food on the ground for the deer, like corn. If you guys do not know everybody here, make sure you check out their channels. Well, if you sent it to me, Gerald, it should have said mysliceofheaven at gmail.com. My Slice of Heaven Outdoors at gmail.com. I guess I could have just typed it to you, huh? Sorry about that, Gerald. I could have just typed you my email address. Didn't even think about it. Blue Collar Fishing. Hello, how are you this evening? I am doing pretty good. Yep, it's about the same here, Whitetail Woody. Same here. Welcome back, Hunt Your Way. Bye, Scott. Catch you later. Oh man, the missus is heading home. Yeah, our gun season was from November 10th to November 20th. Ours is passed already. Yeah, Gerald, you told me you didn't hunt anymore, correct? Ken, I was actually watching a guy's video on trapping, and he actually lives in Missouri also, but a different county, and he didn't seem too interested on teaching me, so I didn't press it. I used the Whitetail Institute's uh, No Plow, Winter Greens, and there was another one. I want to say Extreme, but I don't think that's what it was called. But I mixed all three of them together. Has your son gotten anything yet, Gerald? Yeah, our muzzleloader season, Woody, is December 22nd until January 1st. But with that being so close to Christmas and my property's 3.5 hours away, won't be able to get there. Shigensi Toimoshi, hello and welcome. Yeah, yeah, them girls are ruining a boy. Gotta watch that. Hunt your way. I actually wanted to, when my one food plot gets done, it'll be about an acre big. I actually wanted to do clover and chicory, but because I have hay fields on three sides of my property that border my property, I didn't know if that was a good idea or not. So I opted for not and just did a fall plot. Yeah, this Tuesday, Gerald, keep an eye out for the Trail Cam Tuesday. I'm trying out a new camera, and I got a nice buck on that camera. And that camera puts out an awesome picture. So, what kind of seed was in the killer food plot? Broken Arrow Outdoors. Hello and welcome. Woody, I use a PSE Nova, and why is because I got a good deal on it about 8 years ago, and that is why. I like it. Yeah, it must be the Spy Point cameras, Gerald. I would like one, but they're way out of my price range. Blue collar fishing, really? What state are you in? Yeah, they do it here too, Woody. Yeah, guys, be sure to check each other's channels out. Yeah, here in Missouri, you're allowed to hunt on Sundays. And that surprised me. I had to double check. I had to call the conservation office to make sure. Because, like I said, I'm originally from Maryland, and in Maryland, there was no hunting on Sundays. They did give you like either two or 3 Sundays a year where you were allowed to hunt, but it was only on private property. If you guys get a chance, go check out Broken Arrow Outdoors channel. He's got a pretty good channel going on. He's a young guy. He does pretty good videos. 0 days here on any property. Sundays, that is. Yep. Gotcha. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it does suck for those guys, Broken Arrow, but I'm sure if those guys are hunters, they probably already got their weeks off where it coincides with the hunting season. No, I don't, Woody. Just I used to hunt squirrels, but haven't done that in years. I may start again though. Yeah, mine's on their way home, Gerald. To be any minute. Yeah, I used to go squirrel hunting pretty often, but then my kids they grew up. They didn't want to do any squirrel hunting. The then both my boys actually they quit hunting altogether for a while. But I think I may start again. I got my stepdaughter. Might start taking her out there squirrel hunting. I'm sure my grandson will go. Broken Arrow Outdoors. What's your name? That's what got me started. Also, hunt your way. All right. Hello, Justin. I'm Joey. You're right, Woody. They're not. But we need to find a way to get them back into it, or at some point they won't be allowed to hunt anymore. See you later, Ken. You have a good night. Yep. Yeah, Justin. That's I used to have a 410 bolt action, and it's probably older than I am. It was my father's gun. I still have it. I haven't used it in years though. Blue collar fishing. Yes, that's the way it works. It's always like that. And was it last weekend? Yeah, yes, they are, Justin. I think it was last weekend. Last 2 Fridays ago, I went hunting. I was out there in the woods and had this big old ugly squirrel in the tree next to me just staring at me. I'd never seen a squirrel this ugly. I did take video and pictures of it, so I'll be posting them in an upcoming video. Yep. See what you do, Hunt Your Way, is you take your squirrel gun and act like you're squirrel hunting, but also have your deer gun for backup. And that's how you trick them. All right, Woody, you have a good night. Yeah, I would like to see some of your cooking videos. That sounds pretty good. Hunt Your Way, he may have already left because I just saw my count drop. So Hunt Your Way, have you been having any luck? You have any more planned projects for your property? Yeah. All right, guys. My wife and kids just pulled up. I heard them close the door, so I'm going to go ahead and get off here. I hope everybody has a great night, and good luck to everybody hunting. Food plot on both sides of my pipelines. Should end up with about 3 to 4 total acres of food plot. That sound good, Hunt Your Way. Make sure you make plenty of videos. All right, guys. I'll see you all later.